common misconception is I'm gonna go viral, like instantly. And bro, I've seen it firsthand. A lot of people aren't ready to go viral. And it's like media, bro, that was always like my bag. Like, you know, I always knew, hey, if I don't make it in football, media, that's like plan B that could turn into plan A. So I was doing, so I'm gonna show you love back tenfold. So then you will always know, yo, Caleb, he was real to me. He showed me love. So yeah, bro, just be selfless and just, man, serve others. And then
Your boy Zay, and we back with another official site fashion show, and you know who on with it again, man.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Zion tapping in with the official site fashion show, where we tapping in with the dopest young creators and entrepreneurs. And I got my boy Cy Lou with me. How you doing?
Man, I'm doing great. What's going on, OPFM? I'm just happy to be back and give y'all great content.
Most definitely, man. The official site fashion show, dope young creators and entrepreneurs, and we in the dope creative space. So we thought we would bring the man behind the creative space to tell y'all about it, man. So we got Caleb Smith in the building,
thank
bro. How you doing today, man?
I'm good. Hey,
man,
first off, man, I appreciate y'all. All of y'all are solid. So, man, thank y'all for just, you know, always coming through, blessing the space, creating dope content. So I appreciate y'all.
Most definitely, bro. We thank you for allowing us to come through this space, man. Like, honestly, this space, it meant a new level for us.
For real?
Like, it meant a lot to us.
It meant a lot. That's why we took it very seriously.
I'm humble.
So let this be my first question. How does it feel having the creative space in the creative economy? Because I feel like we live in the creative economy.
And being the owner of that space
thank you, bro.
At that.
Man, honestly, bro, like, I can't do this on my own. You know, I'm not here by myself. You know, as you see, you got Devin, you got Sid.
Yeah, shout out Devin and Sid.
Yeah, bro,
man.
like, I'm not self-made, bro. Like, and I tell people that all the time. Being self-made, to me, if you are self-made, you ain't really doing it. Cause, man, whether, you know, it's my grandmother who invested in my business, you know, starting out, me just working, you know, investing our own bread. Spend times Devin, he funded stuff for me. Spend time Sid, she funded things, I funded things. So, bro, just having a space just means the world to me, bro, because I was in that office space right across the street, Georgia State Signal, podcast department, writing up articles, doing all that. So seeing this space, being in here, it's like full circle for me. And really, like, it's not about me, it's about y'all. So seeing y'all in here, young black dudes, young creatives killing it, that's what makes my day. That's what it's for.
Most
not
definitely.
for me at all.
Likewise, bro. I feel like we fuel each other as young creators and entrepreneurs because like when we able to contribute to each other's cause, that's what add gas to the fire and create this fire thing we create, this moment we create. And let me ask you, like, what was your introduction to wanting to be a creative and just be within this lane? What was the first thing for you?
That's a good question, man. Growing up, I was like in sports heavy, whether it was playing basketball, football, track. And every single morning, man, before school, Stuart Scott, he would be on Sports Center.
Yeah, rest in peace, Stuart Scott, man.
Yeah, bro. I think I got his book. Yeah, right there. Every Day I Fight. I read that when I was a senior in high school, and that was 2015. And that changed like my whole life because I think Stu had just passed January 4th of 2015.
Yeah.
So seeing that, I remember my grandmother, she had passed January 4th. So seeing that Stu, you know, he passed on the same day, like that always like meant something to me. But seeing him growing up, 106 and Park growing up, Terrence J, whether it was Free, whoever, bro, like seeing, you know, shows like 106 and Park, Tavis Smiley on PBS, that was fire, like late night shows. So media, bro, that was always like my bag. Like, you know, I always knew, hey, if I don't make it in football, media, that's like plan B that could turn into plan A. So I was doing broadcasting in school. After football practice, we'll go to like media department, play with the cameras, do morning announcements.
So did you play college football or high school football?
I did, bro. I played college football at Reinhardt. It was a small school.
I heard of that before.
North Georgia. I went there. I was balling out. My hamstring tore.
That's where Bryce went. Bryce O'Connor.
He did.
Bryce.
Okay.
Oh, that's my guy. You know Bryce, bro. We
Bryce is our guy.
Time,
but
bro.
they the same age. Oh man. Okay, I got you.
He my dude,
bro. We know Bryce.
Bryce played corner, bro.
Y'all play the same, like
if I call Bryce right now, he gonna pick up.
Hey, I played receiver. Bryce, he played corner.
Wow.
We used to match up all the time.
Nah, when that's a small world, small world.
Swaggy too.
Yeah. He like we did like some Dickie, like our first cover shoot. Bryce designed the jackets for it. We interviewed him when we was doing the podcast in my room. Like,
I gotta text Bryce, bro.
I'm gonna call him after this. I'm gonna call him after this.
He my dude.
But that's small world. So you play football at Reinhardt University.
Yeah, bro. I was there. Everything, man, it was going well. I was killing it. And then one day, I was running and I heard like a loud pop. And I didn't know where it was from. And I was running and I was like midstream on a route, and I was like chopping my feet. tried to like get out of a cut. It was pretty, and then I was like, oh, I got him on this one, and then it was like a loud pop, and I fell to the ground. Ooh. And at first, I didn't know like what it was, because bro, I had never been hurt before, and I remember I was like, yo, I feel it like right here, like in my hammy, it was torn, bro, like it was done, and I would go in for like morning treatment at 4 a.m. and then try to practice, and I was still like doing well, but I knew me, and I'm like, bro, my body's not feeling right. And over time I realized that broadcasting class journalism was during football practice, and I was hurt at the time, so some days I would practice, some days I wouldn't. One day I went to a broadcasting class and I had practice, I was almost late, and after a while I started realizing I love football. Like growing up, that was like my first love, but man, media, I got bit by that bug. And, I realized like I'm not immortal anymore. Like I can't play forever. And from there I made a tough decision, and I called my dad, Sid, she was with me too. And like I told everybody, yo, I know like I'm on scholarship, but I think media, bro, that's the route. And from there I took that risk, talked to all the coaches, lost my scholarship on purpose, told them like, yo, if you gotta cut it, I'll take that gamble. Did media, bro, and from there I just got involved. I'm at Reinhardt.
Bro, I can relate to that on so many levels. Because like, if I had a full-ride scholarship to go to Benedict College in Columbia, South Carolina, but I went to school for accounting. And like in my freshman year, the COVID started, and then within being at home in COVID, me and Zay started Official Side Fashion. And fast forward, we're here. Hard. But then within the last year, I decided, like, I made a crossword with college. Like, I'm not in school right now. I'm taking this semester off. Blame you. But I had to like make the decision, like, do I want to be an accountant or do I want to do this media thing? But like, I got bit with the media bug too, because like, I realized it was everything I had been into, like just curation, like creating scenes and just bringing things together. That's what I'm good at, culture. But like, I relate to that on so many levels, bro. But Zay,
man. Going? I mean, because like what I hear is, man, like it was like a reality check.
That's it.
You see what I'm saying? And we talked about your books earlier, man. So we talking about training your mindset, bro. Like, so, and now you was in broadcasting media, you had to train your mind. Even your vitality started to kick in, not even physically, but mentally. So, real. Like, can you just tell us like how important it is to train your mind in this media space and outside that, bro? Yeah,
bro. Again, y'all killing it with the questions, bro. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I remember I transferred to state. That's one of the best decisions I ever made in my life. I graduated from school. I was on a high, and I tore my Achilles. So that was another injury. And I was playing flag football. Like, me and my friends, like, we was just chilling. And again, it was like a loud pop. And it was my leg, and it was like a scar.
Same leg?
Yeah, bro. Same left leg, but it's a scar that goes all the way up to, like, my calf now. But bro, like I tore my Achilles. I was in the crib. I was depressed, and I just started reading books, and it was a great book. I think it's called The New Psychology of Success. It's by Carol S. Dweck. And then
I'm reading Mindset. It's a book called Mindset by Carol S. Dweck, and I'm reading that right now. But
that's the one, Mindset, New Psychology of Success.
Yeah, same book. Yeah,
that's the book. Awesome.
Growth
book,
mindset
bro.
versus
yes, sir.
mindset.
Awesome read, bro. Awesome read. And then it's another one, Chase the Lion. That's a great book, bro. And that changed my whole mindset, because there's a story, man, in the Bible. Benaniah, he was one of David's like top soldiers. And he chased the lion in a cave and killed the lion in the dark. And basically, like, that book just breaks down in life, like, we got to chase lions. So whether it's starting a business, starting your own media platform, starting working with the camera, you know what I mean? Say, like, just trying things, chase that lion. That changed like my whole mindset from there, and just taking care of myself mentally, physically, spiritually, meditating, our diets, right? Just like chopping it up about that, watching good things, reading great books, things like that.
Most definitely, man. Consumption equals your function. And man, you remind me of like just having undoubtable faith in something, man. And I never forget, man, I read the Bible and I read the story of Joseph, and like he was just put it mine too, and like his brothers had turned against him, like he was in that whole prison, but he just kept on praying to God, and then God really elevated him from ground up, like and now he was like the dream like interpreter, like for God, bro. So it's like, for me, like to see you, like like you got your dreams into fruition, and you created your own opportunities, because you could have easily used your degree and got a marketing job, but now you was like, man, I'm gonna create my own opportunities for other people, bro. So it's like, what type of feeling and sensation do you get, like just seeing people walk in, and what do you want people to like to walk out with?
Yeah, bro, that's another great question. Really, man, I'll probably say the feeling that I receive is just joy, pure joy. Because I remember, like, when we first toured this space, I didn't really like it. Devin, he loved it. Sid loved it. My whole vision was finding a dope warehouse, just flipping that out.
So, what type of sensation or feeling do you get when people come to your creative space? And what type of feeling do you want them to leave with?
Yeah, man, that's great. Pure joy, man. Like creativity, inspiration, blackness, black joy. Artwork is so important to me. Growing up, my parents were big on art, big on music. So when you walk in, I want for you to see Nip. I want for you to see Toni Morrison. I just want for you to gain inspiration and Google like who are these people, what these people do.
Right.
Malcolm and Martin, especially Malcolm. Like for me, like, heavy. Just learning, asking questions and just come in, just feel creative. That's like the biggest mission. And to leave knowing, okay, I got a top-notch quality experience. Everybody was cool to me. Everybody was nice to me. I felt the love. Even if I never come back, I felt love. I felt creative. And I'm walking away with something tangible. Because, man, I know, like, I've experienced it. There's so many spaces, you walk into, either they don't have equipment, they don't have a videographer, they don't have a tripod if you need one.
Yeah, cable clutch.
Any of that stuff, man. And really, like, I want for each and every person to just walk in here and you got everything that you need so you can be successful at a low, affordable price. I ain't trying to hit you over the head. You just come in, create, be amazing.
Man, you just mentioned something, man. A wise man once told me, man, you got to give the highest value to your people.
That's right.
And it's going to be to a point that they may not pay you what you worth, but you giving them something that's incentivized by giving them value and allowing them to come into your face. Because allowing them to come into your space, which makes it full. Because a lot of people not going to pay you what you worth, but what you bring to the table is more valuable than anything in this world.
That's beautiful, bro.
Yeah,
most definitely.
I think knowledge is equivalent to that.
It is.
Yes, knowledge is very equivalent because when you get some knowledge from an old head or something like that, I would say I take that more. I'm not even gonna say from an old head because it's some young, mature guy that you sit there and get inspired by.
Somebody who did something you trying to do.
But I would just say the words that they speak, because the tongue is mighty powerful.
Yes,
but the words you speak is like people really take. I think they take words more to the heart than the action.
Yeah.
Because the words is like when you tell yourself I'm gonna make it, like that should be like, damn,
you gonna make it.
But how many people gonna sit there and really make it though?
Yeah,
that's it, bro.
It's all talk sometimes.
Mindset, man. Mindset is like everything. Like, talk to yourself wisely.
Yeah.
Tell yourself, like, bro, I'm a king. I'm gonna be all right. Even in times where it's feeling tough, feeling dark. You could be at work. Y'all could be at work. Y'all could be trying to create. Y'all could be SD cards trying to transfer
many of them
files. Tell yourself, bro, it's gonna happen. As long as I put in 1% every single day.
Most definitely, bro.
Agree.
Caleb, that leads me to my next question. So, like, what do you feel like a misconception young creators and entrepreneurs have about making it? Like, what's something they got? You feel like most people have messed up, or it's a fallacy they have of them thinking about the journey of making it or accomplishing your dream?
Yeah, that's good, bro. A common misconception is I'm gonna go viral, like instantly. And bro, I've seen it firsthand. A lot of people aren't ready to go viral, and it's
what you mean by that?
What I mean by that is that we're in this, like, and I hate saying it, but it's true, we're in this like microwave society. And I know old heads say it all the time, but it's a fact. Like, we think, okay, I'm gonna start my own media company, I'm gonna start my own podcast, I'm gonna start my own fashion line, I'm gonna start doing fashion shows. Maybe only 20 people show up to that first fashion show.
Come on,
that's
now.
Cool, because you got 20 individuals that know 10 people that know 10 people. And I got somebody who came in today. But our generation, we could be like, damn, I only got 20 people. And I don't have 1,000 people. I don't have 100 people.
That comparison is the thief of your joy.
Exactly.
But, man, just go in and just, understand, even if it takes 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 7 years. If it takes that long, then God had it take that long so that I can learn each lesson. So then when I do make it, you can't play me when it comes to contracts. You can't play me when it comes to money. You can't play me when it comes to being consistent, because I had to actually earn it. So I'm here now, opposed to I got it in one try. You don't really know anything. You ain't really earned it. You didn't learn any type of lessons. You don't even want it like that. So yeah, man, grind for it. Stay
most
consistent.
definitely, man. Because I remember the great Jim Rohn once said, you gotta master the few before you master the many. Because if you can't even master the few, you can't even be a leader to the masses, man. You just a joke. You see what I'm saying? Like, man, like, we be making dope content. Like, man, we need to get 1,000 plays, 1,000. But bro, we can't even incentivize the small followers that we got. We can't even go on live and interact with them on a day-to-day basis. So why do we think that God should give us a 1.2 million followers, but we not even gonna do nothing with
Talk about it.
Because a lot of people got hundreds of thousands of followers, but the person that got like 1,000 followers may drop a product and they gonna sell out. But if you drop a product with 100,000, man, you probably ain't gonna make nothing for real. You see what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah. It's about interaction, bro, engagement. So that made me think, like, when it comes to building, like, I feel like the new business model is community. Because you have to build a brand that people trust, and within trusting it, they're gonna become encapsulated with you. So do you feel like people misconstrue like building community and creating relatability with creating the image?
That's good.
Because like it's kind of a difference, but it's the same thing at the same time. But if you go one way more than the other, it cannot work.
Yeah, man. In the back, me and Devin, we was just talking about this. Like all of us, we be having deep conversations all the time, but it's like a fine line between trying to fit in or trying to create an image and just trying to be yourself. And I think, man, at the end of the day, be true to yourself. I think like this current space of entrepreneurs dropping out of Lambos, doing ads, like, yo, you trying to get this watch like me, you trying to get this car like me, like all this stuff is just goofy to me, bro. Like if you're just true to yourself, that community will come, man. Like I can't tell y'all how many times I've received like a DM text message like, yo, that interview with such and such like got me through my day, or bro, that was great knowledge, that was great this. That's community. Like sometimes it don't take 10,000 people text you at the same time. Sometimes it can just be that one person, and then bro, just build off of that one person. Comment back. I don't care how many followers you have. Like you can scroll on my Instagram, all that. I comment back to every single person. Like I don't care if I don't know you, all that, bro, because you didn't have to say that. So I'm gonna show you love back tenfold. So then you will always know, yo, Caleb, he was real to me. He showed me love. So yeah, bro, just be selfless and just, man, serve others, and then that community, it will come every single time.
Yeah,
most definitely.
And what I hear from you is, bro, like you, man, like you allow things to flow.
You got to.
And I mean, I never forget, man. I had a conversation with our brother, because of son, and he said that, man, God is like the ocean. Sometimes, bro, you gotta flow with the ocean, because if you go against the current, man, you gonna drown.
That's right.
So why drown in the ocean and just flow with it? And sometimes if you don't even have all the answers, man, just float on your back and allow God to flow you to the island. You see what I'm saying?
Bro, you so precise with that, bro.
For real, bro.
That's beautiful.
When I was reading that book, The Mindful Athlete, it had that same analogy within it. Like, when people drown, like, you cannot drown literally if you just relax and let the current take you out, because it's gonna bring you back in. But when you fight against it, that's literally how people drown, bro. But you talked earlier about meditation, and that's one thing I learned about. Really, within the last, like I was telling you, I feel like I'm going to a new phase. That's part of my new phase, was learning mindfulness and meditation, because that's what I feel like it's a difference in. When you was talking about, like, if you have 1,000 followers and you don't do that, like, you was acknowledging something we don't do. But mindfulness and self-awareness is, I feel like, the difference between what helps people make it and not make it. Like, how do you feel about mindfulness and self-awareness?
Self-awareness, man, especially. Shout out to my brother Drew, Aware Brand, bro, and his whole brand is just built off of being self-aware. Drew, I interned for Drew here at State when I was a sophomore in college, and seeing him build his brand to now have a deal with Foot Locker, and his clothing line is in Foot Locker, black-owned, independent. But me and Drew will always have talks about being aware, and that's something, when you said self-awareness, that's powerful, because sometimes, like, we have to understand our power. Like, even in the Bible says ye are gods, and I know that that's uncomfortable for some people.
We talk about that all the time.
We were made in the image of God, and it's like we come from a long line of great people, ancestors, all that stuff. So I think being self-aware and knowing is bigger than just me. It's great people who came before us, people who laid their lives down, and we just have to keep pushing forward and know our power, because if you don't know who you are, you don't know where you're gonna go.
Most definitely. And I came up with these 3 components of self-awareness and and I call it internalizing the 3 components of, like, self, like, awareness. And I said perception, interpretation, and reaction, because your reaction is everything.
Yes, sir.
Because if you just reactionary to any,
especially as a man,
exactly, to any and like, any to, like, everything, then that's your world. You see what I'm saying? Because you are the creative force of your reality.
That's right.
So if you can't even, like, internalize on what's around you, you'll never be external to the things that you want things to come together.
Talk about it.
You see what I'm saying? So man, you hit on the dot with that.
You hit on the dot, because, like, in the book I was reading, The Mindful Athlete, I was reading The Mindful Athlete and Mindset by Carol Dweck at the same time. But it talked about, like, damn, I kind of lost my train of thought.
It's okay.
But it talked about, like, being self-aware and knowing is like the basis. Like you just gotta know where you mess up at, because when you think about it, it's gonna start to trigger in your daily life. Like it's gonna reassure.
It's gonna be a cycle.
Yeah, it's gonna be a cycle, because like
different people,
when you catch yourself,
situations.
like you'll catch yourself and say a negative feedback loop. I think I learned that in that book. So, like,
negative feedback loop.
So it's say you got this habit, but it's triggered by another habit, and then once you start to notice, you be like, dang, I can't stop. I can't keep doing that shit.
Like a whole
because
down effect.
Now you're aware of it.
Yeah.
But I feel like most people habits that like their release is the same thing that causes them to fall within that negative feedback loop. So like, say think about you had a long day, but then you go drink or you go get high, but then that's your problem. But that's your release at the same time.
Yeah.
So like, that's some shit I had learned about within the mindset book. And then like the meditation thing is, once you realize your thoughts are real things and like you have them for a reason and that it can really happen. I feel like that's what's been taking me to this new level.
Wow.
Because I realized what I visualized I can actually do. Because like really, this shit was some shit I visualized. Like, once I seen the peer space, the sky box, I sent it in the group chat. I sent it in the group chat like, bro, we got to shoot a podcast here. Within 2 weeks, we was shooting a podcast here,
and it happened.
So like, how important do you think like people really taking into account their thoughts are? Like, this shit can be real. It ain't just a vision that I'm having. It is a vision, but it's possible, obviously.
Y'all heavy, man. Like, I love this conversation right now, bro. Visualizing things, man, is so important. I remember I was in college. It might have been like my junior year. I started just writing down all my goals, like weekly goals, monthly goals, yearly goals, 5-year plan. And when I tell you, just writing it down, praying over it every single day, seeing it happen, weekly goals, daily goals, I'm like, okay, visualize it, man. Even like being in this space, we was on the tour, and we walked in the space, and at first I wasn't feeling it. Devin, that's like my right hand, bro. Like, he be getting me right sometimes. Tell me like, nah, I can't. I promise you, bro. This the one. And I remember before we left, I was like, y'all, like, the realtor was here. Everybody said, y'all just gotta step out for a second. We just want to pray over it real quick. And we prayed, and I looked out the window, and about all of this, I thought about all this, how it was gonna be set up, who was gonna be in here, how it was gonna look. And man, just seeing things, praying over it, visualizing it, seeing it, even when it seems bleak, that makes everything real for you.